What's up, guys? Wolfie, Drew, whatever you guys know me as. We're out here with Ethan. We're gonna be doing something that I've only done a couple of times before. We're literally out in the middle of, you probably can't even literally see anything right now. We're literally out in the middle of the wilderness right now.
BFE.
Yeah, we've been hiking off the road for about
10 minutes.
About 15 minutes. There's about 5 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to a site called Haven Hill. It's in Michigan. It's a very historic site. I'll throw a little history section in here right now. Everyone knows the famous Ford Motor Company, started by Henry Ford. His son Edsel would eventually take over his father's position within the company. They lived in a neighborhood in Detroit called Indian Village, but as time went on, that neighborhood was no longer suitable for a man of Edsel Ford's caliber, and security and safety were starting to become a concern as well. During that time in the early 1900s, people were looking at prolific families as sort of a target, and that's around the same time that the Lindbergh kidnapping happened.
A ransom note was found in the nursery, demanding $50,000 for return of the baby.
The Lindbergh baby was found murdered less than 4 miles from his home.
Now, because of this, Edsel Ford decided to move his whole family up to their new summer retreat at Haven Hill. Construction of this home started in 1923 and was finished in 1926. Cedar logs were imported from the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. The size of the home was 6,100 square feet, and Haven Hill sat atop the highest point on a 2,400-acre private lot. All of Ford's homes were designed by a man named Albert Kahn, who also designed the Henry Ford Museum in Michigan, as well as many other famous buildings in Detroit. The reason this location was chosen for the home was because sitting in 2,400 acres, there was nothing around them, and this whole area was fairly undeveloped at the time. There are some pretty large towns and cities that have come up since, but in the early 1900s and 1920s, that area was pretty much barren. Surrounded by Michigan's beautiful pine forests, it really was a scenic and relaxing retreat the family could escape to during stressful times in the business or times of uncertainty. The estate also was a self-sufficient and working farm with livestock and Michigan's largest barn. There were also silos on the property, a large pool and pool house, tennis courts, a carriage home, as well as a bunker that were also part of this property. Haven Hill was also an entertainment venue for the Ford family. They hosted many famous people such as Admiral Beard, the Duke of Windsor, Charles Lindbergh, Thomas Edison even. They also had many famous artists visit that home during that time period as well. Eleanor Ford sold off Haven Hill and the entire surrounding property in 1946 after her husband Edsel's untimely death, and it became the Haven Hill Recreation Area. In 1972, it was designated as a national landmark, but in 1982, the complex was closed down, and sadly, it began to completely deteriorate away. The main lodge burned down due to arson in January of 1999. Now, while it's not noted or recorded that any deaths ever happened at this property, also in 1999, during the same month as the arson case, someone did go missing in the park, now known as Highland Recreation Area. There are theories that this person was murdered in the park and their body was placed inside the home, which was subsequently set on fire, knowing that because of its log cabin construction, the fire would burn for days on end, effectively erasing that body. Now, nobody knows if those stories are true, but it's definitely something to keep in mind. Something else that is extremely interesting about this property, and another reason I'm excited to get into it, every property that was owned by the Ford family in the state of Michigan has been upkept over time, fully maintained, and is currently open as an active historical site where you can go and visit as a tourist. The only property that the Ford family ever owned that was not maintained over time is Haven Hill. The reason for that is completely unknown to the public. One theory about that is that the spirit of Edsel or others who lived in the home still like to return there and spend time there, as it was a place of respite and retreat, and that maybe because of that they didn't want to upkeep the building and they didn't want guests to be visiting on a daily basis. essentially, we're going there to do a little bit of a paranormal investigation. As far as I know from all the research that I've done, there's never been one done here before, which is really the reason that I was interested in going to this site in particular. We're not doing a whole lot of stuff. We don't have a ton of equipment. We have the camera. We have an IR camera as well. We have a spirit box we're going to be doing. So we're doing, I would say, maybe a light investigation, but we're going to try to get into it as much as we can. I don't know how long we're going to be here, but
enough till I get the spooks.
Yeah, yeah. Until something crazy happens where we're like, all right, we're out of here. So we're just starting to get into, I don't know if you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see like any of this stuff here, but we're just kind of getting into like the thick of it, I guess you could say here. The foundations, yeah. So we're like in this massive area here. I don't know what part of the property this was here, if it'll focus. I don't know what part of the property this was here, but it's big, whatever it is. This might have been where the pool was, actually. This is probably it, but
big ass pool.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, looks about right.
Yeah, I would say. So we're
this is like tile right here.
Yeah, like we're standing on tile.
Yeah,
so.
because that's tile.
Yeah, I think this is where the pool was, but not too sure. We're gonna keep heading up. We're gonna go to the main house. Yeah, you guys can see how big the pool was here. We're like standing right at the edge of it right now. Absolutely massive. This is super cool here, but
this whole thing is a house, huh?
Yeah, this whole thing was a house. And this whole foundation all the way around. It's crazy. Alright, so we're gonna start recording. We've got the spirit box up right now. We're just gonna start pretty basic. We don't know if there's anything here or not. So we're just gonna ask already.
Alone.
Already, we just got a loan on the device. I just was asking if there's anybody here or not. And it says alone immediately. So, I mean, that's kind of misleading. Because obviously if someone is talking to us, that means we're not alone. Are there any spirits here with us right now? I know there's at least one that just talked to us. I'm using this device where you can use it to communicate with us if you want to. If you need energy, I have a light and a camera and a phone you can draw energy from. I'm not comfortable with you using our energy. Maybe it meant like, leave me alone? Could be.
Sliced.
Sliced, okay. So we know that there was someone went missing in this park the same week that this house burnt down. There's a theory that that person was placed in this house and the fire was set in order to cover up their corpse. Is that the person that we're talking to right now? Heal.
Heal.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Were you sliced and you needed time to heal? You need time to heal? You want us to help you heal? Why are you here? Why are you still here?
I like the dark.
I like the dark. Should we turn the light down and go IR?
No.
Maybe a little too early for that.
No, I'm good.
I like the dark. Well, it is very dark here. I apologize if the light is bothering you. There's no light anywhere near here, so it makes sense if you like it here. This is a very dark place at night. Can you tell me what your name is, maybe? tell us more about you in some way? Maybe it would help if I introduce myself, if we introduce ourselves. Maybe that would help you feel more comfortable. My name is Andrew, and this is Ethan. We're not here to harm you. We're not here to do anything bad. We just want to talk. We just want to communicate with you. Maybe find out a little bit more about who you are or what you're doing here.
You've been before.
You've been before. I have been here numerous times before. I've been here 3 times before. Do you remember me? Dude, I was just saying before we started recording. I was just saying how last time I was here. Do you remember me? Ethan wasn't with me the last time. It was myself and it was my wife here. Dude, that is crazy.
Uh-huh.
Ha ha. Ha ha, what do you mean ha ha? It's funny that you remember me? I know a lot of spirits like to play games. We have a few at our place that like to play games with us. Are you the kind of spirit that likes to play games with people?
Dude.
All right. If you're here with us right now, give us some kind of sign.
I lived right here.
I lived right here.
What?
So when I was planning this trip out here, I was wondering if maybe there was a possibility that we would encounter someone who was part of that family that lived here, because this was a retreat for them. This was a place for them to go when things got crazy, to go relax. And maybe the reason that they didn't keep this place restored or keep it, let tourists come here and all that, is because there's a spirit of one of the family members that still comes here to get away, to maybe it's a positive space for them to be in.
Right.
And so they want to stay here. Can you tell me what your name is?
I threw something.
I threw something. We just heard a noise over there. We just heard a noise over there a minute ago.
I'm getting the spooks, bro.
Dude, we just heard a noise over there.
Oh, man.
I want to say this now. Again, we're not here to harm you or anything bad. We're just here to talk. You do not have permission to harm us. You do not have permission to touch us. I want to say thank you for communicating with us already. I was just asking if it would give us a sign, and we heard the noise, and then it goes, I threw something. Dude, that is crazy. That is crazy.
Albert.
The last question I asked was if you can give us what your name is. Wow. Albert. Dude, literally, Albert. I don't know. The thing is, I don't know what all the family members' names were, and I know that they had staff that lived here too. Albert, it's a pleasure to meet you. Were you part of the family, or did
Mortuary.
you... Mortuary, yeah. It's a foundation. That's all that's left. Were you... Mortuary, I wonder if they were like groundskeeping and... Because these fieldstone foundations required a lot of maintenance.
Right.
Did you work here for the family? Did they let you stay here with them? Albert, I'm going to ask you a question that I'm sort of afraid to ask. Did you pass away while you were here on this property?
We need power.
We need power. You can use our devices, the light, the camera, the phone, drain those batteries. Use that energy to continue communicating with us. You do not have permission to use our energy, Ethan and I, but you do have permission to use all of these devices. That's good. That means they understand how this works. Albert, can you tell me maybe how long you've been here or what year it was when you
last were here?
When you last were here, when you were alive here? Top? I mean, we're at the top of the hill. We're literally in the highest place. Is there another place on this property that it would be better for us to be to talk with you? Is there somewhere?
It's Albert.
I don't know if I want to put that in the video because I don't want to dox myself, but that is obviously my last name. I don't know if that's his last name. Or
beware of the woman.
Beware of the woman. Albert, what woman are you talking about?
I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I'm getting spooked as well.
I think we should say bye. I'm ready to go.
I'll take this. Albert, before we leave, can you tell us what you mean by that?
Nope. We're outie. I am
outie.
outie.
Oh my God.
I'm outie. We'll say bye right now.
Okay. We're gonna hike out, and we're gonna do the outro at the car.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna give Albert one last chance.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Where are we going? This way?
Yep.
Stuck here.
Nope.
Dude,
We're saying bye.
stuck here.
We gotta say bye.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Dude, something was literally running at us right there.
Yeah. Can you,
Oh, let me pull this up. Woo. Dude, holy shit. Yo, guys, that was crazy.
That was fucking terrifying.
Yeah, I want to come back here. I'm going to come back here. I think Ethan's done with it.
So there's that, and then there's that.
We can go either way.
Pool's right there.
We can go either way. It'll take us back to the blue trail.
I guess that's...
Okay. Yeah, I think Ethan's done. He said if he couldn't hear, he said first and last for him. I honestly didn't know what we were going to get because no one's ever done this before here. And there was definitely a possibility that we stood out here for an hour and a half and didn't really get anything, but we got a lot. I'm going to have to do some research into Albert and see maybe if there was someone else named Albert here, maybe a family member. I might have already talked about it in the history portion, which I'm going to record after. There was also another name that was given that I may or may not show in the video, depending on the research I do, because it's related to me directly. But that was crazy. I did not know what was going to happen there. That was a lot more than I expected, actually.
I need a shot. Let me tell you.
Dude, holy shit, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely would have stayed longer. I think maybe I'm crazy for saying that. Dude, something legit was like running at us.
Yeah, that was a lot of interaction.
Something legit was coming right at us right there.
Mm-hmm. That happened the last time we did that was like instant. And...
Sometimes it is. Sometimes you get something really fast, but sometimes you don't. Sometimes you really don't. I'm surprised by that, how that went down. Dude, that was immediate. As soon as we started. The second we started.
Yeah, as soon as you pulled out your phone.
They started talking right away.
Dude, that pool was insane.
Pool was dope.
I wonder what that place looked like back in the heyday.
Yeah. No kidding, man. All right, guys, so we just got back to the car. We literally got the fuck out of there.
Back to the casting couch.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to stay longer, but I think we literally heard something running at us. The spirit box said, "Beware the woman." And I asked, like, what do you mean by that? Who are you talking about? And then, like, we heard something coming right fucking at us.
It happened 2 times.
Yeah, it happened two times. And the second time, we're both like, nope, we're fucking, I mean, you'll see.
Yeah.
We were both done with it, so.
There was nothing going on. The entire, like before we even got started, we were just walking around. There's no noise, no nothing. It was perfectly silent. As soon as we started up with that shit is real. That shit is fucking real, and it is scary.
Yeah. Yeah, like, literally, like, it was a 20-minute hike out there. When we got there, we were just walking around. He's never been here, so we were just walking around the property, like, looking at everything. Nothing, no noise, no activity anywhere in the woods, nothing. Which is common. I mean, there's wildlife out here, obviously, but it's rare to see it in that area, especially when you're there. Because like, the animals out here don't fuck with people like that. And, like, dude, as soon as we started communicating, shit started going. And I think Ethan probably made a good call to dip out at the point that we did. But I want to come back. I'm going to come back here. There's the trail that we hiked to get in, there's another site on there that it's another foundation. That one in particular is over 130 years old. That building was there before the Fords bought this property back in the day. So I definitely want to check that out. There's also somewhere in the park, nobody really knows where it is, there's also a Native American burial ground, a very large one. And I'm interested in that as well. That's going to be one where I'm going to definitely need a couple of people with me, though, for moral support. But stay tuned for that. I'm going to come back here. There's a couple other sites, too, that I really want to do investigations at. So I'm going to keep making content like this. I appreciate you guys for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Yeah, we're going to go back. And
I will not be.
Yeah, he will not be. He will not be. He's done. He's done with it.
I'm a 2-pump chump. That's it.
Yeah. But I will definitely be back. So thank you guys so much. Peace.
A ghost in my heart.